What is up, Light Fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David. I get asked quite a bit about my morning routine. Several years ago, I made a mantra for myself that says, how you start the day creates the day. So I thought it was high time to make a video about my morning routine, my morning ritual. So here we go, my spiritual morning routine. Let's go. If you are new to the channel and this type of content resonates with you, please smash that notification bell so you don't miss the twice weekly spiritual tutorials that I post. Also, for more videos on a spiritual morning routine, as well as anything having to do with the spiritual awakening, please click the subscribe button. Please have a look around in the description box below. We do have the free 30-minute guided meditation on abundance. You can also sign up for some one-on-one Zoom sessions. Now let's get into the video. So how to have a spiritual morning routine. Well, the first thing that we have to remember is how you go to bed is typically how you wake up. So preparation the night before is very important. Before going to bed at night, you want to make sure that you decompress, de-stress, have a little bit of quality time to yourself, some me time. Some time that's really set aside for self-care, where you can kind of nurture yourself or nurture your thoughts. Maybe a time where you can give some gratitude or even organize what you want to do for the next day so that your mind is not going to bed full of clutter. I don't mean so much in the realm of escapism. So in other words, if you're binge watching Netflix, trying to escape thinking about tomorrow, then as soon as you're in bed and your brain is no longer distracted, it's going to start thinking about tomorrow, and that can affect your sleep. And you know, there's nothing wrong with a small amount of escapism. You know, a great movie or a video game or whatever is perfectly fine. But when escapism becomes habitual and you're never thinking about what you're doing the next morning, you're usually waking up in a state of anxiety. Quality me time right before bed could also look like meditation, which in my opinion would be the best choice, because when you are meditating right before bed, you're going to bed in peace. You're resting in peace, which means you're going to have a deeper, more sound sleep, and you're going to wake up in peace. And remember, how you start the day typically creates the day. So if you're starting the day out in peace, you will most likely have a peaceful day. Even if there's a lot of chaos going around you, if you're peaceful inside, then you are at peace. Also, hobbies. Hobbies that are creative in nature right before going to bed. So that would be, you know, art or music, writing. Creativity causes you to be in the present moment. It centers the mind. It gets your mind mindful of the present moment. And it also puts you in a flow state, which is a state of receiving, a state of allowing. It's not a state of resistance. Remember, if you want to live an abundant life, you have to be in a state of allowing, a state of receiving, not in a state of resistance. Creativity is great for doing that. Also, try to go to bed early enough to get at least 7 hours worth of sleep. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there are probably thinking that that is impossible with your schedule, but I would argue that if we cut out a lot of the unnecessary screen time that you're staring at your phone on social media or the news or Netflix or whatever it is, you would probably be able to find the time to get that 7 to 8 hours sleep. Notice how a lot of this spiritual morning routine has to do with the night before. Again, that goes back to how you go to bed is typically how you wake up. So I'm just wanting to make sure that you guys understand how important it is that you kind of start to establish a pre-bed routine, if you will, so that you do have a successful spiritual morning routine. Also try to make sure that when you go to bed, it's dark and it's quiet. That's going to allow you to get that good deep REM sleep that your body and mind need. And it also helps to facilitate dreaming, and that gives your guides, your team in the unseen, an opportunity to give you messages and insight that you may need for your highest good. All right, Light Fam, now for the actual spiritual morning routine. So as soon as you wake up first thing in the morning, before you open your eyes, put a smile on your face. Putting a smile on your face sends a signal to your brain and your body that everything is all right. There's also a mini release of serotonin, which is the feel-good hormone. Again, lets your body and brain know that everything is all right. And it puts you a little bit more in that state of allowing, that state of receiving. In other words, you're not in survival mode, which is fight or flight, which is resistance. And again, before you open your eyes, just in your head, list 5 things for which you're grateful. Again, gratitude is going to center your mind in the present moment, and it's going to put you in that flow state, that state of allowing, that state of receiving. Again, you're not in that state of resistance, which is survival mode. So it is super important that you start your day out in a state of gratitude, or an attitude of gratitude, as a lot of people say, because when you are tuned in to the station of gratitude, more things for which to be grateful will show up in your day. So you have to understand it is super important for you to mind your vibration. Your vibration is everything. You got to keep control of your vibration, because the physical reality that you experience is lining up with the frequency that you're emitting. Here's a good example of that. Have you ever been on your morning commute to work and someone didn't use their signal and cut into your lane? They cut you off, and then that kind of throws you off a little bit. You get a little negative and you complain, and you get your energy off a little bit. And then it happens again. And it may happen another 3 or 4 times by the time that you finish your morning commute. And you find yourself in a state where you're driving and you say, man, am I invisible this morning? How come no one can see me? Why is everyone cutting me off? Well, it's because you've now tuned into the frequency of people cutting you off. You've tuned into the frequency of complaining. You've tuned into the frequency of the belief system that no one can see you on the road and everyone is cutting you off. So obviously when it's something negative like that, it's a little bit more impactful, and we really realize that, oh wow, I'm creating this because I'm becoming aware of it. But it works exactly the same for the positive. It's the same as when somebody is having a lucky day where everything is going their way. They've had such a serendipitous day. Well, that's because everything in your vibrational field is in alignment. It's in harmony. So again, starting the day out in gratitude is going to vibrationally align you with more things for which to be grateful. Now, once you are out of bed, do not look at your phone until you've had your me time. So your me time should be meditation. That's what I would suggest. I cannot overstate the importance of meditation. But if you don't meditate, then you should at least have a quiet place where you can go, sit down, center yourself in the present moment through gratitude, and visualize how you want the day to turn out, how you want it to go, and then give thanks that it's already gone that way. Feel those feelings of gratitude that the day has already gone that way. And that is the secret, or the turbocharge to manifesting. You see a lot of these people posting memes, it's on the way, it's coming, all of this future talk. Forget that nonsense. Your power is not in the future, your power is in the now. It's already happened. Once your mind stamps it as done, then there's no in-between from point A to point B. The in-between could be, am I worthy? Do I deserve it? And all of this other nonsense, self-sabotage. But when it's already done, it's done. Your brain stamps it as done, and then you vibrationally match up to simply experience it. That's the trick to manifestation. You have to give thanks that it's already done, and then feel the emotions of it having been already accomplished and done for you. And then once you have had a chance to strategize and give thanks that your day has already been done the way that you want it to go, then you're more than welcome to look at your phone. Now, if you have kids and a family to take care of early in the morning, then try to set your alarm and get up 20 to 30 minutes before they do, so that you do have that alone time to where you can get centered, get yourself solid and stable. You give thanks that the day has already turned out the way that you want it to be, and then you're able to have peace in the midst of the chaos. At the foundation of any solid spiritual morning routine is meditation. Yes, guys. I cannot overstate how transformational meditation can actually be. Now, if you don't have a meditative practice, you can go watch my video right here, How to Meditate for Beginners. But when you meditate, it allows you to be mindful. It allows you to be in the present. It allows you to align with what you truly are, and that is infinite omniscience, having a temporary physical experience. So you are absolute peace. You are absolute power. You are absolute happiness, abundance, joy, all of it. That's what you are at your core. Meditating allows you to go within and align with that to which you already are. That's your identity. And so when you step out into your day with that new perceived self-identity, everything that shows up in your life is going to be a vibrational match to that identity 90-95% of the time. Now, the 5 to 10% of the time where things show up that's not a vibrational match, that lets you know where you are out of alignment with your higher self, and that gives you some pretty big clues as to where you need to raise your vibration. Now, question of the day. You guys love when I do that, don't you? What is your spiritual morning routine? Leave some examples in the comments below. I would love to hear how you guys are living in the mornings. If you like the video, then please like the video. If you want to see more videos on a spiritual morning routine, anything that has to do with the spiritual awakening, moving from 3D to 5D consciousness, we've got it all here at Lightways for you. Please click the subscribe button. Also remember to add me over on Instagram _Lightways. I do answer a lot of questions over there. And remember to have a look around in the description box below. We've got the free 30-minute guided meditation on abundance. That meditation is designed to help you reprogram your thinking about abundance and allows you to self-identify as the physical embodiment of abundance itself, so that the only thing you experience is a vibrational match to abundance. You can also sign up for some one-on-one Zoom coaching as well. Now, if you know anyone whose life seems to be out of control in chaos, they can't seem to get control over their life, maybe they need a spiritual morning routine. So in that case, please share this video with them. It may give them the spiritual morning routine that they need to rein in that chaos on their life and get their life in order. Alrighty guys, that is it for me. It would not be a Lightways video without a noisy ass motorcycle. I love you guys. I will see all of you in the next video. Light, love, and abundance to all that are watching and to all you love. Peace guys.